Which one? Yeah, yeah. Where is that? Show me. Yeah, where is that one? Oh, how to? Should I go there? Um, yes, of course. Oh, in D or where? Desktop or downloads? Taittiriya, this Shankar, Gita Grace. Okay, this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This. Okay. So namaste, namaste to all. Now, uh,
Pranam Maharaj.
namaskar, namaskar. Uh, okay.
Hope.
Nice.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. But we get problem. Hmm? Yes. Yes. Here. This one. Okay. No. So this. Namaste. What I do? Minimum. I think it's no. We restart. I'm sorry, we have a little technical problem, but it's okay. Hmm. Ah, okay. Good. So we'll start with our prayer. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shannu Mitra Samvarunaha Shannu Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shannu Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Bhaktaram Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. So we have already started Taittiriya Upanishad, and last time we have discussed about it, that we have 4 Vedas, as we know: Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. And this is part of Yajur Veda, Krishna Yajur Veda. So Shukla Yajur Veda and Krishna Yajur Veda. So here it's part of Krishna Yajur Veda. And Veda starts with ritualistic worship. As Swami Vivekananda said, that it has 3 parts. One is Karma Kanda, rituals. And then after that comes Upasana Kanda, that means worship portion. After rituals, then what is the aim of ritual? To whom it should be offered? That question comes automatically. Therefore, Upasana means sitting close by, so that we achieve whatever our goal is. And in this Upanishad also, in other Upanishads you will find, it starts with gross matter. It starts with physical and whatever is available in this world, but then gradually transcends to the higher realm. For that matter, any science is on this principle. Even mathematics, how we learn. First we don't know anything, then we learn number, then integers, then how to calculate, how to add, how to uh, deduct. All these we learn, and gradually complex things. So here also we find the same or similar um, process of learning. So here we start um, with prayer. Why we should pray? It is to invoke that divinity already within us. So as of now we see in nature so many powers are displayed. We see sometimes it's very cold, very hot. eh, Sometimes air blows very rapidly, and sometimes there is no air. I mean, there's not blowing. The air is also, of course, there. Then lots of kinds of, various kinds of natural disturbances that we see. So first it should be appeased. So that is why it starts with the prayer. Om Shanno Mitraha. Mitra here means the friend, and Mitra also um, son, Mitra. But Shayanacharya says the Mitra means that who is affectionate to the devotees. That means the divine being is affectionate to us. If there is no sun, we would not have been, it is not possible for us to stay here. Even the birth of the earth and how it gradually uh, various beings came here, and all these were not possible. Therefore, first we worship sun. In our daily worship also we worship sun. So Shanno Mitraha. Sham means that which gives us joy and peace. Shamnaha. That means whatever gives us uh, happiness. That whatever gives us pleasure. So when you are shivering with cold, then if you go to sun, then you are happy. So it is like that. So Shanno Mitraha, Sham Varunaha. Varuna is also the presiding deity of water. But Varuna here also means that which uh, welcomes Varan. Varan means who welcomes the devotees. That means who loves devotees. And Shanno Mitra Sham Varunaha Shanno Bhavatvar Aryama. Also Aryama. That means whatever comes to devotees, who helps us. So that's Arjama. So various meanings are derived from the same word, but mainly it is the divine being who is behind all these manifestations. Shanno Vishnu Urukramaha. Last time I said the 5 factors, if you remember. Anyone remembers? No. Okay. So what we do? We invoke divinity within. Why? It is because somehow we know that we are not this physical being. Always we have the desire that we want to transcend it. So we take help. Take help from whom? Those who have that capacity to help. So our chosen ideal, Ishta, has that capacity. That is why we choose him. we have full faith, and that faith should be there, that he has that capacity to fulfill what we require, what we need. So that one pointed devotion should be there. Then whosoever connects us to him, even acharyas, the gurus, they are very important, because otherwise we won't understand what is written there. So those who help us to understand this and to invoke that divinity are our gurus. So we must have faith in gurus. Then all these mantras that we read, these mantras also have capacities. When we invoke something, like we can see, words have power. If you insult someone, immediately you will feel the so like you can witness the power of word. If you insult someone, immediately you will see the reaction. Similarly, if we praise someone, and it is said that water was taken, few samples, and in front of one water it was praised, in front of other nothing, and say third one it was abused or called names, and later it was seen that where the water in front of in front of it was praised, then that was well formed, even crystals, etc. And which one was abused, that was not, that was bit aberrated. Even plants you can see. So if it is possible for ordinary things, why not we invoke divinities? So mantras, words have power. We should use our words in proper ways so that it should be helpful to us. Sometimes we are miserly to even praise others. But let us praise and then we'll see the effect. So here that mantra has also Shakti. Then a person who strives, he has also that power. So power in the person who is pursuing, that also to be invoked. And the process by which one is striving for something, say even this process of understanding, discussing about scriptures. So this process is also very important. We must have that Shraddha. So, and this is not only one time, rather it should be done repeatedly. Why repeatedly? Many times we forget. Even what we said last time, if we don't recollect, then we don't get the advantage. Therefore, it should be repeated also. Kramaghata. So it's very important. And one more important thing is there, that we start this worldly affairs, whatever we do, we start with karma. Even in Bhagavad Gita also we see Sri Krishna is inspiring Arjuna to do some work. And gradually we have to go beyond karma. And Bhagavan says, Yajñarthat karmano anyatra lokayam karma bandhana. If you work for the sake of results, then you will be bound here. So, one should work without any attachment for the fruits thereof. So here in the beginning you will find they are praying for ordinary things of the world. But then gradually they will transcend. So here we see Shanno Mitraha Sham Varunaha, that may Mitra be propitious to us, and so also Varuna. Many Aryaman, may Aryaman be propitious to us. So we have explained all these things. So Varuna means what whosoever welcomes, and Mitra means who is our friend and also who is affectionate to the devotees. And Aryama, that means one who comes to devotees. As Sri Ramakrishna said, if devotee walks one step towards me, then I walk towards him 99 steps. So, and then I offer my prayer to the Vayu, Shanno Indraha Brihaspatiha. Here Indra means the principal god, but not here. It is Brahman himself. Many times in Veda, so Indra, but that represents Brahman. In Chandogya Upanishad especially that is mentioned there. So Indra here means that supreme being. Brihaspati also. Brihaspati here and Indra be propitious to us. So here what is Mitra? The presiding deity of the day as well as of prana. So this is also various meanings are derived. Varuna means the presiding deity of night, water and apana. So there are 5 pranas: prana, apana, samana, udana and vyana. So the presiding deity is of this. So one should understand that this in the beginning we start with gross things. As Sri Ramakrishna said, if you want to practice archery, you have to take bigger object first. And then subtler, then subtler, then subtler, and then even flying birds you can shoot. So here also we see that way. So first we take the things and then behind that is the presiding deity. And it is good here also. Say when I ask someone, say Elizabeth, so immediately a person comes to our mind. But as we go closer, that means as we think closer, then we can understand that this only name and form is only representative. Behind that is the principle. See, this is human being. If you study a leaf, as you go closer and closer and closer, you see so much. Even you will forget that I am seeing a leaf. First maybe you'll see a cell. Within that cell wall, say mitochondria. Then the lower components, even the atoms, how it works, and subatomic particles. You go on exploring. Similarly here, first we take as we see, so outer expression. But gradually and gradually we try to concentrate on its real nature. So Shanno Vishnu Urukrama. Now Urukrama is all pervading. So here what he says, Indra, the presiding deity of strength, of the hands. That's also in Vedanta Sara we have studied this. That hand is the presiding deity of hand is Indra, as well as of lightning and rain. And in other place, that in Chandogya Upanishad it is mentioned that it is representative of supreme being. Like yes. Now Brihaspati. Brihaspati, the presiding deity of speech as well as the intellect. Then Vishnu, the presiding deity of legs as well as of the highest heaven. Vishnu means all pervading. And Urukrama means that who pervades everywhere. Namo Brahmane, I offer my pranam. Adoration to Brahman. Adoration to thee, O Vayu. Vayu means air. Thou art verily the visible Brahman, and verily will I declare thee as visible Brahman. So, because as of now, we do not know who is behind this, but whatever we know, say like government of USA, you may not know, but if you see policeman, a cop, he represents the government of the USA. Similarly, officials. So it is like that. Thou art verily the visible Brahman, and verily I declare thee as visible Brahman. Sometimes, say a doctor, when they are studying medicine, even they call themselves doctor, though they have not passed yet, but they call them. And similarly, in military also we find that even the lower position than general, but they when they converse, they address each other as general, like lieutenant general or lower category. So anyway, thou art verily the visible Brahman, and verily will I declare thee as visible Brahman. The right will I speak, and I will speak the true. May that Brahman protect me. May that protect the teacher, the Vakta. Vakta means speaker. Who speak? The teacher has got this. First they learn, then they cultivate, then they have wherewithal to convey that teaching, what he heard, what he cultivated. So therefore, he also should be protected. Om, peace, peace, peace. Okay, I'll read this also, because here the Vayu is meant, or the all-pervasive universal life, or Sutratman. First, as of now I said, that first we take whatever gross form it is there. But at the same time, we are to conceive that it is not confined there, but behind that is the same principle manifesting in different form. So Sutratma. Sutratma means the thread behind all existence, the self. In his microcosmic aspect, he is the cosmic energy and universal mind. And in his microcosmic aspect, he is the vitalizing force of body and mind. So Vayu here doesn't mean only one thing, but it's behind all ideas are there. Even a person has got so many ideas. An individual person, he represents not only him, his family, his clan, his nation, even whole humanity. As we cultivate, we see higher truth in him. He is the cosmic energy and universal mind, and in his microcosmic aspect, he is the vitalizing force of body and mind. The Sutratman is the first subtle manifestation of the Saguna Brahman. Now, what is Saguna Brahman? Brahman with qualification or qualities. Saguna, with qualities. And Nirguna means without qualities. The other name of Sutratma is Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha samavartatagre bhutasya jatah patirekamasit. So Hiranyagarbha means the golden womb from where all the creation is being created. So these are various names. He is endowed with twofold energy, that is Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti. He has knowledge, say like a potter. Potter has knowledge how to make a pot. So, and also he has that capacity to transform mud into pots. So Jnana Shakti. So he is he who is creating this whole world. He has knowledge knowledge of this creation, and also he has capacity to transform that knowledge into action. He is endowed with twofold energy, okay, power of knowledge and power of action. He is called here as the visible Brahman because he is perceptible both by the mind and the senses. Okay. So we'll go forward. Now Shiksha. Of course we have already done. Now Om, we shall now explain the principles of phonetics, which comprise letter, accent, quality, strength, modulation, and conjunction. Last time I explained that varna means letters. Swara means like I am modulating my voice. That is swara. Matra, it has long, short, and very long. And then it has strength also. And sama santanaha. Say modulation. Sama santana. Say conjunction. Samtana. Tan, like in music also we have tan. Like various notes, combination of various notes. Santana. Ityukta shikshadhyaya. So this is shiksha. In short, okay. Now, saha now yashaha. Saha means together. No means we together. Yashaha. We achieve whatever is um, that yasha, fame, whatever. So we get fame together. It is not only one, then another will get disinterested. And when you are cultivating something, higher thoughts, the fruits of it is received by both parties. Even a shop, when they sell something, both are benefited. Huh? Say they gain money, but you gain facility. Otherwise, you cannot cultivate wheat, or you cannot say like something you bought. Say you bought a car. You cannot manufacture a car. You pay money, so they are also benefited, you are also benefited. So both. Brahma Varchasam. So the brightness of appearance, born of spiritual life and sacred knowledge. So when one have that realization, naturally the glow comes. Brahma Varchasam, brightness. Bhavatu. Bhavatu. Atha, now. Atha, atha. Ataha. Atha means therefore. Atha means after something, and ataha means therefore. So hereafter. Samhitayaha Upanishadsu Panchasu. So now what he is saying, after this I will explain 5 sets of Sanghita, the mantras. May there be glory to us, both to us. There be the effulgence of the sacred knowledge. Now we shall explain the sacred teachings of Samhita. Samhita means mantras. In 5 parts. With regard to the worlds, that means Panchaswadhikaraneshu. Adhilokam. Adhilokam means regarding this loka. Regarding this gross location, like lokyati anena iti lokam phalam. Adhi Jyotisham, the effulgent being with knowledge, regard the progeny, and also with regard to self. And Adhi Jyotisham, Adhi Vidyam, regarding knowledge, Adhi Prajam, regarding progeny, and also regarding the self, Adhyatmam. And then they call these the uh, great something. Ta Mahasanghita. Mahasanghita means supreme. All these, the great conjunctions. Now, with regard to the world, the earth is the prior form, and the heaven the posterior form, and the sky is the union. So here two things will be, one is Purva Rupam and Uttar Rupam. Purva means the beginning and Uttar Rupam means after that, and in between there will be something. So earth is the Purva Rupam, means prior form, and heaven is the posterior. That means that's supreme being. So one is gross, one is subtle. And there must be something in between, that sky is the union. So this way, so sacred knowledge, this invocation is chanted by the disciple for the glory that accrues from the study and meditation of the truths of the Vedas. So, and then we go to the next. Practice here. It is Jyotisham. No, so Shruti says that we shall now teach the contemplation of Samhita. Samhita, that means how Samhita should be regarded and meditated upon with reference to the five objects of knowledge. So with this long, so first is Adhilokam, regarding the Lokam, and then the knowledge, Adhividyam, then Prajam. Sure to be this one. So regarding Vidya, so sacred teaching, the word used in the text is Upanishad, which literally means the knowledge that completely destroys all ignorance, losing all fetters, and which is acquired by sitting very near the teacher. So it may also mean what lies very near. So like this, Upanishad here, what is being explained, that Upanishad, when you come closer to these teachings, what happens? The ignorance that we are steeped in is removed. And that way the self-knowledge comes. What is the purpose? It is, as Gita says, in Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna says in the Gita, that dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sangitam. Like dukkha means whatever is not our natural element, when it comes closer to us, and when that is removed, what remains, remains. So here also, that whatever the ignorance about us, when we cultivate this, then the ignorance is removed from us. Then what remains, that is our real nature. So the earth is the first form. Union, that is first sound of a conjunction or samhita, should be contemplated upon as a symbol of the earth, and the last as the heaven, and the middle space between the two should be regarded as sky. So this is the way in all these 5 sets you'll find that. Now comes Vayu Sandhanam. Vayu Sandhanam. So this air is just a minute. Now air is the medium of the union. so much as regards the world. Now, as the light, fire is the prior form, the sun is the posterior, water is the conjunction, lightning the medium. So this we find, like when we have lightning, we can see. Uh, so some imagination also there. Now as the light, fire is the prior form, or that's beginning form. What we see, like when lightning happens, that then first fire was lit by that. So water is the conjunction and lighting is the medium. Thus far with regard to the lights. Now as to knowledge, teacher is the prior form, because when we understand something, when we know something, so teacher is the originator. So teacher is the prior form, disciple is the posterior form, and knowledge the conjunction. So teaching the medium. Teaching is the medium by which both are joined, as it were. So far as regards to knowledge. Now next, as regards progeny. Mother is prior form, father is posterior, progeny is the conjunction, and procreation is the medium. So far with regard to the progeny. Next, as to the soul. Lower lip, actually Hanu. Hanu means this jaw. The prior form, upper lip is the posterior form, speech is conjunction, tongue the medium. Thus far as the regard to the self. So what is the connection with our teaching? That gradually will come. So we start with this so that we have that form, that something is prior, Purva Rupam, Uttar Rupam, and also in between, and what is the that which joins. So these are the great conjunctions. Whoso should meditate upon these conjunctions, as explained, is devoured with progeny and cattle. So this is, it is called like to praise. Praise anything, this is the way, so that people follow this. Those who do this kind of worship, they are given lots of resources. They get lots of resources in this world, progeny and cattle, with the effulgence of the sacred knowledge, with food, etc. Also with the heavenly world. So it is called Arthavada. Just, the advertisement, in our advertisement. So if you do this, then you'll get this. So that's just to inspire. Now we go to the next. Yash Chandasa Mrishabho Vishwarupaha. Yash Chandasa. Yaha Chandasa. Chandasa means in the Vedas. Rishabha, like chief. Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa, who has universal form. Chandobhya Amritat Sambabhuvaha. And from that Chanda, from that Vedas, Adhisambhavuha was born. Who was born? Saha, that, Indra. Indra. So here Indra does not mean that chief of gods. So it is, say, like how the Supreme Being is born from here. Supreme Being is revealed. It's not born as such, but that's the way of talking. So Amritat Chandobhya, because Veda reveals him. Through Vedas we come to know about him. That is like figurative here. Chandobhyo, from the Vedas, Adhisambhavuva was born. Who was born? Saha, that, Indraha, the Lord. Me, Ma, Medhaya, with wisdom, Sprinoti. Me, enliven, Devaha, O Lord, Amritasya, of the immortal knowledge of Brahman. Dharana, that possession, I can hold it. Me shariram, my body, vicharshanam, fit bhuyat, so that my instruments by which I receive it should be perfect, and I should hold it. Not that we listen from one ear and it should live through another ear. So jivha me, then vicharshanam. Jivha me jivha, madhumattama, be sweet. I should be humble, and also I should talk to people with sweetness. Karnabhyam, by both the ears, bhuri, much, vishrubam. I should hear also lots. From all direction, the wisdom should come to us, and we should have that capacity and also patience to listen those. Generally, what happens? Generally, we are not interested, then we don't have that much of patience. So these are to invoke one's capacity, so that one strives to attain it. Then bhuri vishrubam, may hear, tvam medhaya apihitaha brahmanaha. That means you enlighten, medha, by with intelligence, you please bestow intelligence of the Brahman. Koshaha, you are like covering. You are covered by yourself. So you are covering yourself. Brahmana koshoshi. You are the covering of that Supreme Being. Me srutam, what is heard, Gopaya, please protect me. So whatever I have heard, that should be preserved. Whatever heard means whatever good that I have heard. It's not that whatever rubbish I have heard, that should be preserved. Rather, what is good, let me retain that. So that as we retain, we cultivate, we become that, being and becoming. May he, the supreme among all Vedas, the one of universal form, born of the immortal Vedas, the Lord, enliven me with intelligence of the immortal. O God, me I be possessor, me my body be fit, may my tongue be sweet. Another thing that we talk about renunciation. But before renunciation, one should acquire these things. Then only one be able to renounce. But if a beggar, he renounces, so what is the purpose? Beggar has no position. So that's not the idea. That's why avahantu vitanvana. It's like let everything comes to me. And after this also you'll find lots of prayer for worldly things. And worldly things are also required. If there is no food, then we'll be weak. So worldly things are also required. Then lomasham pashuvi sahaswaha, like all the cattles, he would ask for cattle also. That time, without that, people would not survive. Like in Western world, it's so cold. Without covering, one cannot survive. So first life, then comes the expansion. So without that primary resources, one cannot attain the higher resources. So that is why these prayers are being offered. Of the immortal, O God, me I be the possessor. I should possess many things. Then only I can give to others. May my body be fit. If See, I am unable to understand, unable to even listen or see, then how can I gain? So that's why all these instruments should be perfect and healthy. May my tongue be sweet, with ears much may I hear. The sheath of Brahman art thou, enveloped by intelligence. May thou protect what I have heard. So naturally it comes, something is in the sheath. You are sheath of Brahman, but Brahman there must be something. So indicative. Note this is an indication, invocation of the disciple praying to Pranava, the sound symbol of the Supreme Brahman, for the benediction of knowledge and other worldly possessions. The reference here is to the Pranava. Pranava means Omkar. As we have already discussed many times, that Om has got four sounds, four components, but it encompasses the whole range. It starts with guttural, like a, and it ends with ma, Om. But it rolls all over, whatever the various places are there, like um, uh, dental, then say other places like cha, cha, we pronounce touching various places of the mouth. So it encompasses the whole one. And not only that, it has a fourth sound, a, u, ma, and nasal sound. What is that nasal sound? It is a suggestive of something which cannot be expressed. So that is like representative of Turiya. And a is representative of whatever is visible, whatever is in gross form, whatever is in waking state. And U represents whatever is subtle, whatever is in our dreaming state, and whatever is not visible. But it is, we can understand, we can imagine, we can deduct and find out that one. So, and ma represents whatever is the causal, and whatever is the origin of all these, the expressions of external, say gross and subtle. So that is origin. And there is something, even all these are encompasses or encompassed, or it holds everything. So that is the fourth one. That is we call Turiya. The sheath of intelligence, thou art the sound symbol of Brahman, with whose help one can realize him, and which is perceived or cognized only in consciousness. Now comes Avahanti vitanvana kurvana charita chiramatmanah vasamsi mama gavascha annapane cha sarvada. So all these are worldly things, but these are important. She brings and increases ever my clothes. First we need to cover. And cattle, food and drink, and does these quickly as for all times. Therefore, may thou bring that Sri, that means fortune, the goddess of fortune, to me along with the woolly sheep and cattle. Like you'll find in Vedas all these things, but it is in the beginning. We have to start somewhere. And say like when we are in KG, then what happens? We have many um, limericks, and we get familiar with some words, then the meaning, then gradually we understand. So here also similar. And then not only that, after that, may brahmacharis also come. He says, आमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा विमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा प्रमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा दमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा शमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा. See, if only I get something, I enjoy. That is not the case. Let all other people come. Those who have those who are seeking, let them come, and come in big number, and with that hunger, that thirst. And what is that? It is for knowledge. So brahmachari here, may brahmacharins come to me. And swaha, why swaha is added? To denote that it is a kind of oblation. It is offered. So may brahmacharins come to me, swaha. May the brahmacharins come to me quickly. Not that they'll come at their own time. So, like Sri Ramakrishna also, what he did? He used to go on the rooftop of Kuthibadi and would call them, "Oh my children, where are thou? Come, come, I cannot talk to these worldly people anymore. My throat is pursing or pursed." So this way he used to call. So this is a natural call. Even if you cook something good, then you need somebody to to feed. So this is a natural tendency. So in a heart of a teacher also similar. He calls. Not only my things should increase, but the enjoyer also should come. So may the brahmacharis come to me from all sides, swaha. May the self-controlled brahmacharis come to me, swaha. Brahmachari means those who are treading on the path of Brahman. Brahmani charati iti brahmachari. So those who are treading on the path of Brahman are brahmacharis. Come to me, swaha. May the peaceful brahmacharis come to me, swaha. Not that violent. They come and then they start fighting. Not like that. And from all sides, not only from one place, not only from Seattle, but from all kinds, all places. Okay. Then yasho jane sani swaha shreyan vasya sosani swaha tvam tva bhaga pravishani swaha. Like this, we start with our chanting with this Upanishad. Among men, famous may I become. Swaha. So not only that, this worldly name and fame, that is also welcome. If there is no fame, nobody will come. So fame should also be there. But of course, after that, one discards all these things. Like, if you start with Shankar Bhashya, there a very important question is discussed. What is that? That karma and knowledge, action and knowledge cannot go together. Cannot go together at all. If you are working, that means why you are working? You have desire. You have desire to fulfill. That is why you are working. So any work happens because of the desire. But a jnani is already purna kamaha. That means he is fulfilled, he has no desire left. How can he work? If, as Sri Ramakrishna said, this example of Sri Ramakrishna, you can see a rope, but rope was burnt. You cannot bind with it. It looks like rope, but it has lost its bondage, a power of binding. So similarly, a person who is steeped in knowledge, he has no way that he will work. Work means you have sense of duality. Sense of duality means you have separation. But that which is one looks in different form. Ekoham, neha nanasti kinchana. Here there are not many. So a person who is steeped in one, it is like this. Do you talk with yourself when you are alone? If you talk, then people will say, oh, he or she is a crazy. We don't talk. When we are alone, we are alone. We need another person to talk. Similarly, for working, we need some, only in ignorance working is possible. When there is duality, when there is sense of two, then only talk happens, then only action happens. So the main thing he said, that karma, jnana cannot go together. But that will come later. First let us enjoy various things. Yasho janasani, let there be fame. Sriyan vasya sosani swaha. What is that? Superior to the wealthiest may I be. Not only that, in the wealthiest I should be the superior or supreme. Okay. O Lord, may I enter into thee. Now comes. Not only that, I need that absolute where I can enter. So the desire is, it expansive, or it expands in course of time. O Lord, may I enter into thee. Swaha. May thou, O Lord, enter into me. Swaha. Veda says that if there is something limited, there is no joy. Nalpe sukhamasti. If there is limitedness or alpa means small thing, there is no joy. That is why our tendency also is to want to possess the whole. If a person has got $100, he will try to get it to 200 or 2,000, and 1 million, he would like to have 10 million. This is the tendency. It's not in money, it is our tendency, because we cannot be satisfied with the small things. So, here also we find similar, that nalpe sukham asti bhumaiva sukham bhumaiva vijigyasitvyam. That means what is universal, that alone is full of joy. Limitedness, what happens? Then there is a competitor. And when there is a competitor, you will be suffering. Therefore, one should seek, one should pray for that supreme state where there are no two. Then there is no competition. So, O Lord, may I enter into thee, because you are absolute, I want to be one with you. And also you be with me. May thou, O Lord, enter into me. Swaha. By thee of 1,000 branches, O God, I cleanse myself. Swaha. So here waters flow into the lower level as months run towards the year. So to me, O dispenser of all, may the brahmacharis come from all sides. Thou art the place of rest. Um, thou illumine me, mayest thou absorb me in thee. So these are the prayers. Now comes, oh no, we'll stop here. So these are the beginning, and gradually you'll see it will guide us to um, that Upanishad uh, teaches about, that means Brahman, the supreme or absolute. It will gradually take us there. So we'll see our prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tassat. Sri Ramakrishnaarpanamastu. Okay, thank you. Akshay.
Yes,
So this is the beginning. After that, your questions will start. Do you have any question?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Like all these Devas, Mitra, Varun, are they real?
All?
Or are all these Devas real?
Actually, they are real.
All these Devas, Indra, Varun,
All devas. Yes, like this. Are you real or imaginary?
real.
Okay, similar like that. But it is not stopped there. That's why we have concept of anthropomorphic God. We have Vishnu. So generally you will understand that he has four hands, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. That is also real. Why we say that? Because many sadhakas, they saw in that form. So God manifests in different ways. Like you. So you have a gross form outside, say Akshay. We know Akshay. Then we met also in Delhi. So if I say Akshay is only Brahman, that, you know, ultimate essence is Brahman. But it should not be confined there. But you have an external form. That's why in the beginning I said, if you study a leaf, you go on studying, and then you'll find there is no end of it. You'll end up in infinity. If you explore yourself, then you'll also end up in your infinite nature. But whatever is perceived in the beginning, we cannot deny that. But ultimately you'll find that it will fade away. You'll understand your real nature. So to start with, we have a form. Say when we start from here to go to Delhi, so we have a form. It's a Delhi. But as we go closer, we see, oh, Delhi, such a big place. So in the beginning, there is no harm conceiving God with form. But one should not have that idea that he should end there. He has infinite manifestation. So he has this and that. As Sri Ramakrishna would say, Tao bate, Tao bate. Oh. Tao bate means he is this and also that. So, what is the harm if I conceive God is sitting in front of me? Like I'm conceiving that that you are sitting in front of me. Then only I'm talking. But you are sitting in Delhi. So, it is similar. So, we are to conceive in all possible ways. But we should not limit ourselves there. And Sri Ramakrishna, what Sri Ramakrishna said, God is with form, God is without form, and so many other things. Why should we limit God? So in that, you can see sun. You see in the morning, there is sun, but it's not confined there. It is emitting energy, and it is sustaining the whole this creation. It is not only that form. That's why in 14th chapter, Bhagavan said that I am the pratishtha, pratima of Brahmana. I am pratishtha Brahman. Brahmana pratishtoham. I am pratishtha Brahman. Says Sri Ramakrishna. He came in this form, that's why we come to know. So if we deny this, then we lose. That is why we need to take all aspects. Okay? Very good question. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you.
Maharaj,
Eh?
I have the book that by Swami Gambhiranandaji, the Upanishad Granthavali. So the Taittiriya Upanishad there, is it the same one you were following?
Eh?
Taittiriya Upanishad, it's, in this book.
Yeah, it's there. It is there.
It is, so it's the same thing that you are.
But this one is Swami Sarvanandaji. Sarvanandaji was Madras Mat. So it has some additional thing of the Bhashya of Shankaracharya.
Oh, okay, that's why I could not find it in this book.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. Thank you. Thank you. You are you asked the right question. And
You
everybody
always ask the right question.
waits for your question.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Jai Ma.
Jai Ma, Pranam Maharaj.
Namaskar.
God.
Namaskar.